Okay, I just wanted to catch up with you and ask about your year so far. You were drafted in 2014
Hmm.
and were expected to start playing uh, last year
Yeah, in 15.
in August.
Right.
Did you have Tommy John or?
Yeah, I had Tommy John. So I was drafted with Tommy John, was on rehab right away. I was expected to start playing last year, and I was all ready to go. Everything was looking good, and I came to Greeneville for a week, um, and then had to go home after that and found out I was sick. So
How did you find out?
I was just, they first thought I had mono. I just wasn't really feeling well. Um, and it just so they told me I had mono, that I just needed to hang out for 3 weeks because there's not really anything you can do to like cure mono. So they told me to hang out, and I was just in the hotel, and that week was just the most miserable week. My stomach got really distended, like I could barely put socks on because I couldn't even like bend over, um, and I was sweating all the time. I could barely walk up this hill that we have to walk up to get to our cars, and so they finally took me to the ER on a Saturday, and they did a CT scan, and the doctor comes in and said we think it's cancer, and then just a whirlwind from there.
Wow. So when did you get through it? I mean, when were you officially declared cancer free?
Right. So they said I was in remission after the first round of chemo, but protocol for the kind of cancer that I had is requires 8 rounds of chemotherapy. So basically once a month. So January was my last round of chemo, and then they haven't said cancer free, but it's just they say in remission. So I have to
Okay.
go back for checkups every couple months. So 3 months for the first year, and then 6 months, and then I think after that, after it's gone for a while, then they'll decide that I'm cancer free for sure.
So your baseball career got put on hold just a little bit.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's not the way I wanted it to happen, but I'm definitely glad to be back out here playing this season.
So tell me about your season so far. What do you feel like you've accomplished?
So I started in New York, um, and it was a struggle. I just couldn't get it together. So they sent me back here. I think it was a good move. I think I've progressed, and I'm probably not where I want to be, but just having a season to kind of get my feet wet and kind of get back into the swing of things, not playing baseball a season for 2 years. Um, It'll get the best of you sometimes, and I just got to be patient and wait for it to come around, and I know that it will. I've put in a lot of work, and the coaches here have helped me out a lot, and I think going into this off season will be good for me to kind of get back to where I want to be, and hopefully next year can be my big breakout year.
Yeah, well, you were considered a very a high prospect at one point, so
Yeah.
there's no reason to see you can't
Yeah.
get back
No, I
there.
think I can get back there for
Just
sure.
just a little detour.
Yeah, exactly.
And what do you feel like you need to do to get to the next level developmentally? What do you need to work on?
I just got to be more consistent in the strike zone. I've walked a lot of guys. I think the stuff is there, um, but I just got to be more consistent in the zone. I've had some blister problems with my fingers, so I haven't been able to throw my curveball actually in about a month, which is one of my better pitches. Um, but I think maybe it's a good thing I can get my slider and change up, get some more reps with those, and maybe it'll be a blessing in the long run.
Okay, I always like to ask my pitchers this: who in the Astros system that you've seen so far has a pitch you would like to steal?
Hmm. I would like to steal. I mean, the easy one would be Guzman's fastball. That's probably a high. Um, that would probably be number one. Maybe Sandoval's got a really good changeup. I would take that from him in a heartbeat. Um, that's a tough question. It's hard to answer with one. I don't know.
Well, tell me about your pitch repertoire. What is your velocity on your fastball?
It's usually about 88 to 90.
Okay.
Um, it's been wavering here and there, but coming back from surgery and being my first season back, it's expected to be a little erratic.
What's your best off speed?
Probably my curveball, but I haven't been able to throw it.
Okay.
So my slider's actually gotten pretty good. So like I said, I think it might be a good thing in the long run.
And then I like to ask pitchers also, which batter would you just really not like to face
In the organization?
in the organization?
Maybe I'd have to go with Altuve, maybe?
Well,
He looks like he'd be a tough out.
yeah, he is a tough out.
Yeah. So that would be a fun one, but yeah, I think he would be my pick.
Who on this team makes you laugh?
Chaz Powell. Him and me have gotten pretty close, and he's always making guys laugh. He's great to be around.
Yeah. Who stands out to you on the team, just from all these ton of Latin players that have come in? Who's just got tools out the yin yang?
Yeah, I'd say Guzman. I mean, when you throw 100 miles an hour, and he's starting to really figure it out with the off-speed pitches, and I think he can be pretty special.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you one last question that people hate to answer, but we'll see how you do on it. Can you tell me something about yourself that most people don't know and might be surprised to hear?
I would say that I had cancer, but we already addressed that, so I'll go with I have 2 sets of twin brothers. That's pretty unusual.
That is very unusual. Okay, well, I think that's a pretty
Yeah,
good one.
I'm the only single, so there's that, yeah.
Does it make you lonely?
I'm glad I don't have a twin. I'm really glad, actually.
That's great. Well, I really thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.